Hi, my name is Megan Harms, and I'm an assistant librarian at the Lake County Public Library in Merrillville, Indiana. And this little cutie is my dog Purdy. We're taught in school that when it comes to language, everything has rules to follow. Quotation marks go here, commas go there, and your sentence structure is great so long as colorless green ideas can sleep furiously. All of these rules seem to go into overdrive with traditional poetry. Keeping track of syllables and rhyming couplets can be stressful, whether you're writing the poem or reading it. Because of this, many students tend to avoid poetry when it comes to picking things to read. While free verse is included in most lesson plans on poetry, most students still don't see the potential fun that can come from reading and writing poetry. One poet whose work can prove that when it comes to poetry, anything goes is E. Cummings. Some of his poems still mostly follow traditional format grammar schemes. Some of them veer off the beaten path. For example, this poem, that is really only 4 words, is stretched out into 9 lines. You have to piece it together like a puzzle in order to decode the message. Another stretched out poem is this one. A little bit longer, a few more words, still takes up about half a page. Part of the fun of E. Cummings' poems is that they're like little games or brain teasers you have to work at. Some of his poems are of an adult nature, so I would mostly recommend his work to 17 to 19-year-olds. A board book of one of his poems does exist, though. It could be possible to use some of his poems for inspiration for students to write their own. After reading 1 or 2 of his, teachers could challenge them to write their own puzzle poems. You could also incorporate concrete poetry into these lessons for even more fun. And once they get the fun of writing the poetry, they might even be more inspired to read the poetry.